Hello there, y'all. Um, Sorry I'm a little bit under the weather. Um, Been doing a lot of thinking with the politics and cost of things. I've a lot going on personally. Um, just about anything in every direction I can think of. I've stared at all the parts I have laying around, the multiple cars, obviously drag car, working on Cavalier now, the pickup truck. Uh, as much fun as I've had designing the project for years, all the parts I collected, it's just push comes to shove with certain things. And I don't know. I basically decided that the Mirage Project that I've been really about for a long time is just not a feasible, logical, whatever idea. Uh, I've kept it mostly under wraps, except for some close friends, as far as what I'm doing. The long and the short of it was supposed to be a twin turbo all-wheel drive V6 out of a 3000 or Stealth, and it's going to go in to that little car. And I know that's crazy, and that's exactly why I wanted to do it. You know, if you caught the hints about the things I've said in the past, or even on the Facebook page or whatever, I liked the super stock programs my dad turned me on to when I was a kid, and I just think it's one of the coolest things Dodge ever did. It was going to be a twin turbo all-wheel drive V6 using a first gen DSM rear subframe. After I went through all the stuff with the last one and then sorting this one out, just the cost of maintenance, the cost of everything going up, and you know, realizations here and there I didn't know when I was getting into the Mirage platform. I didn't know that they, like the FTOs, have a common problem where they rot out frame rails, the roofs rot out. I literally don't even know the last time I've seen another car that did that. Just the list of things I was going to do this car were going to be so cool, but so long as far as time to get them done. I don't have a dedicated shop crew. It's me. My dad will help me with stuff, but he's more old school, so he can only do so much, and not so much that he can't do it. It's he's not familiar with it, so. You know how that goes. Father and son, we get in each other's faces sometimes. I mean, I already had the upgraded non-turbo, like front-wheel drive 3000 two-pot calipers on it. Was actually considering some crazy stuff like putting in some of the 3000 rear subframe parts to make it work with the bigger rear discs that they have off the VR4s or Stealth twin turbos, the all-wheel drive twin turbo car. I have so much, figuring out drive shaft lengths, using DSM drive shaft, using a 3000 drive shaft, ETO, MR, or JDM transmission has a final drive that's steeper. So a lot of you, if you don't know that, it runs the 5-speed 355 rear with the 6-speed tranny up front that was in the 3000s, which would have been cool to have, 6-speed. But not only that, it's kind of like putting 410s in a muscle car. They're just steep, and it accelerates real quick. If you actually do some research, they're really cool to look up online. The GTO MRs were actually faster than GTRs at their time. They had available 6-piston calipers and stuff like that. They're a really cool car that we never got over here, a cool variant of the 3000 Stealth platform. But that being said, secured all those parts. Axles, I was doing measurements for adapting axles, machining hubs. I've been through a lot of consideration with it. I have Eclipse springs in it. I was going to, obviously run first gen Eclipse springs in the back too. Struts. The strut hat is Mirage, but it fits, and it's actually, I believe, like a ½ or an inch wider spring, so better distribution. If you study spring stuff, that's why, you get your Lincolns and stuff, they have giant coils because you're not tightly as wound, and that's why I think a lot of the aftermarket coilovers are so tight and jumpy. And I wanted to avoid that. I wanted this to be a very comfortable riding, fast, fun, stupid little car. I could go on forever with all the things I've figured out, and I kind of wanted to just lay some of it out because I wanted to keep it under my hat until I was actually getting things done. But it's just the project is going to be so much for so long for a return that I don't think is what I want anymore, which sucks, but that's how things go. Life changes. There are some of you I know about it. Follow me for that reason. Some of you have ideas of what I'm doing that you think that you liked, and that's you follow me as well. And it does suck, that sometimes things don't go the way you want. But I just I can't justify continuing on with the project, and I'm actually looking at getting rid of a lot of the parts now. So those will be up for sale on the various whether forums, pretty much a lot of Facebook, just because Marketplace is so easy to use, even though I don't like it. So yeah, it's more or less I was just making this as a kind of an explanation, just for any kind of enthusiast like me who maybe was interested and wondered where it's gone. It's I have been about it for a while, but it's just overwhelming. I already have enough with this asshole here that burns me up, and I have so many other things that at some point something has to give. And this one seems like, although it's my favorite project probably I ever would have built, it would also be the most tedious, the most expensive, and diminishing returns in a lot of ways. Hang an intercooler under the front of a Mirage that in the past 4 months I've hit 2 raccoons and a deer. So it's just a lot of things in consideration. So that's kind of where I'm going with, or not going with the project. And, hopefully I explained it right. Like I said, I'm kind of under the weather, so I'm not feeling the best. But I did want to kind of make something explain it, and, just to kind of close out as this chapter that I can, start getting rid of things and move on to the other projects, get things done. But that's about it. Thanks, guys.